Hello everyone, today I'm going to be sharing all my modifications in my car with you today, and they're going to be all about tech and cosmetic modifications on a BMW F30. These modifications have been carried out by myself, every single one of them. You may recognize some of them already, or you may have different modifications or some similar ones on your car, but I'm going to try to give you some information on every single mods that I installed on my BMW. Based on your request on my YouTube channel, I will also try to answer some questions that you have asked in the past. First and the only mod in my engine bay is going to be the oil catch can. This is one of the best things that you can do to your car regardless of your engine and year of your car. I have a full video about replacing my oil catch can earlier this year if you want more information about it. In summary, I would say any oil catch can in any location in your engine bay is better than not having one. Moving out in front of the car, one of my best and most fun projects that I carried out on my car, taking off the front bumper and installing gloss black spoiler and gloss black kidney grills, M style, matching the colors, and all the grills in front of the car, including the radiator and the fog light grills, were painted by myself in gloss black, which makes the car complete. On the side we've got a Fender Wing. It's an interesting mod that I got inspired by BMW 4 Series. I haven't seen this kind of modification in any other BMWs. There were quite different models, so I picked one and further modified it and sticked it on the side, which gave it an interesting look. On the rear we've got a traditional M-style spoiler. There are different profiles, low and high profiles, different styles, so this is the one I picked recently and then trying to get used to it. I think this model, especially BMW F30's LCI models, look more complete when you add certain modifications on them. A little M badge was sold for Fender Wings, and then different style kidney grills came out recently. If you want to consider different shaping, I'm still browsing them. And then when you buy the spoiler, make sure the bottom part comes in one single piece. There are quite a lot of sellers that giving their products in two pieces. When you attach them, they don't really look nice. On the alloys we've got M-style dust cap and some wheel spacers, again in gloss black. One of them, if I'm not wrong, the rear ones, rear wheel spacers came unpainted, so I had to paint it in gloss black. 15mm on the rear and 12mm in the front. I think the safest way to go for this particular model. And I've got EBC's ceramic brake pads and performance discs all around the car. I've got a front disc replacement video if you want more detail about it. You'll definitely see more M badges all around the car, starting with the door sills. We've got some M style covers on the hooks all around the car, and one another logo, M logo, is visible only in the dark, which is in performance front doors lightning. Moving inside the car, first thing you'll notice is the steering wheel trims. Very cheap and 100% color match modification to your car. Moving on to the iDrive knob. My one came with a smaller wheel, and this is one of the first mods that I did on my car to replace it. We have an OEM look wireless charger on my BMW F30. It comes with a single coil inside the charger, so as long as you put your phone in the middle, it should be fine. And there is a rubber style cover on top of it which prevents the mobile phones from slipping. And your cup holder slider is fully functional after installation. Price was very reasonable, so I couldn't resist buying and installing one myself. There are some installation videos on YouTube as always. And moving on to the Idrive screen itself, my one came with 6.5 inch. I bought a second hand on eBay, and then after a quick coding I made it working, and especially in maps, any sort of maps, it makes such a huge difference. I paused the video at this point just to show you where to go. In BMW Mod Expert mode is going to be needed. After picking your display size resolution 8.8 inch, you click OK and then go back to the EX box and then type in the search button again, display variant, and choose the brightest display, which means wide display. And when you have a large screen in your car, you start looking into different devices to take full advantage of it, which is one of the multimedia boxes that I found on Chinese website Alibaba. I received tens of questions regarding this box, which goes just under your head unit if you have enough room, depending on your model. If not, people are installing it in their glove box area. And I connected a rear camera OEM look bought separately, which connects to the MMI box directly, and front camera input also was a bonus, so I took advantage of it and then bought a front camera and installed it myself again. And this is by far the best mod in my car, my favorite one, and I recommend this to everyone. One question I received the most is that if it's possible to use Android Auto and Apple Carplay while listening to your BMW's USB music or radio. Yes, you can. And your navigation map, Waze and Google shows your speed limit. Front camera also has a timer which you may change. My one is set to, I think, about 8 seconds. Your dynamic lines and parking distance radar are fully functional. When I connected the rear camera, I extended the power cable into the box. I tried it on the reverse light output, 12 volt output, but unfortunately there was lots of flickering on the screen, so I decided to extend the cable to the box itself where there is a 12 volt output. And my cousin is going to demonstrate some Apple Car features as he's using an iPhone. Long press on the BMW menu button is going to bring up your MMI box, whatever you connect it to. In this case, it's an Apple CarPlay. There are all sorts of ordinary features that you may find in Apple Car. And at the bottom corner, you will see an Android Auto features as well, slightly smaller because I have a video about it. So main thing is going to be the Apple CarPlay features on the big screen now. Apple CarPlay has fully functional Siri, and your steering wheel buttons, they all work.
Hey Siri, take us to Edinburgh.
Getting directions to Edinburgh.
So at this point, once you have your navigation ready, you can switch to your BMW's actual menu and then adjust your radio or USB music and continue using the map. But you need to remember you can only use one audio source at a time.
Aaron said hi. How are you today? Would you like to reply?
Don't worry, Butters. I'm totally poor and stupid. I'm ready for NASCAR. Let the race begin! Let's get on NASCAR!
And the USB media input allows you to play pretty much any format on your screen. Again, remember it's illegal to use video in motion while driving. Sound quality on the MMI box is very impressive, and also there is no auxiliary output cable. Your main harness on the box delivers the sound, and switching is very easy. There are some similar MMI boxes that need to be connected through another extra auxiliary cable, which adds extra hassle on top of your system, which is not the case with this particular model.
Take us to Oxford.
Google Maps also have some voice commands using either the Idrive button or your voice command. An overall response is very quick.
Would you like me to compose a new message or make a call?
Yes.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
No.
Okay.
The installation of the box took me quite a few hours. I would say up to 4 hours, including the cameras on the front and rear. But watching other YouTube videos were like really helpful, and it is possible again to do it yourself with the correct information and knowledge. You also have some mirroring options using this box. On the iOS, you have full wireless mirroring, also fully wireless Apple CarPlay, but on Android Auto you've got fully wireless Android Auto, but mirroring is wired. From 3 points, which will release the airbox and give you enough space to move into the car. On the footwell, we need to take off two 10mm bolts to create access to the microfilter. And this is everything for today. I tried to give you some information about my modifications, and let me know if you have more questions down in the comments. I'll try to answer them as much as possible. I'll see you in the next video.